Hey everyone, happy Friday. Time once again for another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. So, it's finally happening. As you know, if you watch the channel regularly, I finally got the hardware for this motor yesterday from Zinc Plating. Had it zinc plated black. And it took them approximately forever. They forgot about it, and then, I don't know, they were short-staffed, or it's like one thing after another. Anyway, they finished it finally. By the time I picked it up yesterday, it was like 3 in the afternoon, and I just wasn't quite mentally there as far as like starting a engine build. So started on it pretty much first thing this morning, and I got how far you can see, which is pretty much a complete short block. Haven't put the flywheel on it or set the end plate, but other than that, yeah, it's pretty complete. Still need to put on a oil pump cover, obviously, but I need to pick one up from Berg, full flow style, because this engine is full flowed, which means the oil comes out of the pump, and instead of going to the engine, it goes out, and we're going to run it through an external filter, and then it comes back into the case where you see right here, and then from there it goes on its merry way and does what oil does. So anyway, but yes, it is officially together, all bolted up and sealed and all that good stuff, and very happy with how it's looking so far. You know, we used nice parts and had lots of nice machine work done, so everything is going together really nice, actually. Trying to think what else here. I did also go ahead and put on the Berg deep sump, which is made specifically for 25 and 36 horse. So it's got a, so these motors, the 25 and 36 horse, the drain plate that you see here is smaller on 25 and 36 horse. So what they do on their sump is the top one here is 25, 36 horse style, and then the bottom one is actually like 40 horse and up style. So anyway, yeah, went ahead and sealed that up and bolted it on. It's all torqued down and everything, ready to go. And yeah, the oil pump is installed, minus, like I said, its cover and its gears. But I wanted to, while the sealant, which we use 1211, the sealant was still, you know, a little or not fully cured, I wanted to go ahead and get the pump in, get it in all the way against the case, and then tighten down the hardware sort of on either side of it, which really is what clamps it down. So usually when you put these pumps in or take them out, you leave sort of at minimum these two loose, and that helps the case be a little bit more free in this area as far as getting the pump in or out. So yeah, I went ahead and slid the pump in and just threw some hardware with washers on it to get it fully seated on the case, and then went ahead and tightened these down so that the 1211 and the case halves could fully seal, and the sealant that I used between here and the case with the gasket could fully cure. So all that stuff's fully cured. So now pretty much just pull these off, put the cover on and the gears in and stuff, of course. Anyway, I was very long-winded, but that's that. The went ahead and also put on the cylinder head studs, so they're all on and sealed up there, ready to go. What else? Yeah, it's not really that much to talk about. You may or may not be able to see. Yeah, you can kind of see in there. So the lifters are in. So I think I mentioned these are two-piece lifters, so they're more similar to the lifter arrangement on a 40 horse and up, where you have a separate lifter riding on the cam, and then you have a push rod separate from that, sort of actuating like you normally would. So on original 25 and 36 horse, they're called one piece, where it's actually made of two pieces, but they're sort of press fit together, so these don't come apart, at least without a lot of effort. But anyway, so yeah, with a big cam and stuff like that, you need to be able to adjust the length of your push rods to get the rocker geometry right. And so the only way to do that really is to separate these two and make it more like a later style, where you've got a push rod that you can where you can trim to length. So I do have a set of Manton push rods here. and they come with, I don't know if you'll be able to see this through the bag, but they come with one end installed, the other end uninstalled, but in the bag. So once you figure out the length, you cut them, and then you put the ends on, and then boom, you've got custom length push rods. So other thing I did today, because I didn't have one yet, is I made an adjustable length push rod for a 25 or 36 horse. So the one that I had was for basically 40 horse and up. And so you can see, you pretty much just screw this to where you want it, and you can use it to set your rocker geometry. And then once you determine using this the length that you need, then again you cut your push rods to length. But I didn't have one of these for a 25 or 36 with one-piece lifters, and you can see that's this one here that I just made. It's quite a bit shorter, so there's no way to use one for a later motor on a 25 or 36 because it's inch and change shorter, I'd say. So anyway, went ahead and made this up because I need to make custom push rods. So kind of fun, actually, a little project. What else? The cylinders are all ready. I scrubbed them all out with Ajax or Comet or whatever we had in our bathroom, and then coated them with the stuff that is supposed to help break the rings in. And went ahead also on the pistons and got the rings oriented the correct way for assembly. So pistons are ready to go, cylinders are ready to go. What else? I think, major thing is that I started looking at these heads. So these are I don't know how much detail I showed on these. So these are the heads that Clyde Berg prepped for us. So again, he cut the chambers down to my specification, which was 41 cc's, and he put in bigger valves. So these are the same size valves that Ocrasa heads would have. I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, a couple millimeters bigger each, something like that. So bigger valves, a little bit of chamber work here and CCing the chambers. And then he did some mild port work here, clean up the ports a little bit. So these heads should work great, especially for a sort of low RPM torquey bus motor with those little dual carbs, and then the Arboth muffler for a little bit of extra flow on the exhaust end. And then we bumped up the compression. These things stock were like 6.6 to 1, just super, super low compression ratio. Almost funny by today's, actually it is funny by today's standards. So we bumped it up to, I think ended up like 7.85 to 1, something like that. So just that alone is gonna make this thing a lot peppier, plus the extra CCs, plus the cam, plus the dual carbs, plus the exhaust. This little motor's gonna rip. It's gonna be a very good running little 1500 cc 36 horse for this beautiful Barndoor that we see here. So, but yeah, basically the top end is ready to go together now. So I will be in tomorrow for at least half the day, but I think what I need to do is I need to probably resist temptation to work on this. And I need to go ahead and finish up Mr. Van Halen's bug here. I think all I have to do is, I don't even remember. I think I have to finish changing his oil, maybe just, no, I think I finished the oil already. I think I need to fire it up, sink his carbs, and then take it for a quick spin, let the front end settle how I adjusted it. And then if we're happy with that, then I'm going to go ahead and add a few tack welds on the front adjusters there, and then he can have this thing back. So I may call him and see if he wants to come get it on Sunday if I'm able to finish it up tomorrow. So I think that's the plan. Tomorrow, come in, focus on the beautiful Van Halen bug so I can get this back to this poor guy. It's been over here at the shop maybe a couple weeks now. He's not in a big hurry, but I want to get him his toy back. And then if I've managed to finish that and I still feel like doing some work, then I will probably go ahead and get back on this and maybe get the long block done. But then I need to work on this too. I've just got way too much going on here for, it's a lot, especially for mostly just one guy, two guys, let's see, two other guys, 3 days a week, and just me a couple days a week. It's a lot of work for basically one full-time guy and a couple essentially like part-time guys. But we get to do fun, cool stuff. So there you go. Anyway, I think that would be it for today, guys. Appreciate you watching, and I guess we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.